Hi, my name is Shannon Faber, and today we will be talking about social stratification, and we will be talking about the 3 P's: power, property, and prestige. Power, property, and prestige all play an important role in everyone's everyday lives. Now the real question is, which one of these P's is the most important for its high life outcomes, and which one is the most important that it affects an individual's life? My partner and I had a discussion about this topic, and we both believe that prestige is the one that is the main one that affects an individual's life for its outcomes and is responsible for high quality life. We believe prestige is the most responsible for high quality of life because of the respect that comes from other people can affect others. Things like acknowledgement could make your status high or either have a low status. Social status can lead to an individual to gain power and influence over others. It can also affect others, such as their opinions and thoughts. When someone has a high status has a high status ranking or is known to have a high status, they will automatically earn respect from others, but also it can also lead to no respect, especially if someone has a high status power. Others may think that they don't deserve the respect or deserve that high status. Individual has a low social status, more people could respect them, but it can also be the opposite, which is more or less people could respect them. But it's also the same for high status. High status people tend to have others not respect them at all, but very few could respect them. It is very rare for someone to have high status and for others to have high respect for them as well. An example of prestige is education level, such as universities, awards, and honors. Someone who has attended an Ivy League university or college can tend to have high respect, and others may believe that they are more well educated than other people. And the awards and honors, that is more towards like having respect for what type of education you have or what type of awards you achieve or what type of achievements you wanted to have, and that can lead to major respect from others around you. Occupation is also an example of prestige. People's professions can lead to others respecting them because they have higher class jobs, such as lawyers, doctors, and the government, such as the president or a surgeon. More people like that tend to have high respect because of their education, and more people tend to respect them before the things that they can do that others may not be able to do. Another example for prestige for occupation is for the president. The president of the United States today is now Donald Trump. Donald Trump has very high quality status because he is president, but before his presidency, he was known as a billionaire, which someone who he had a lot of money, but people today do not respect him for many of his choices that he has done. Many people do not support his actions and do not respect him being a president. Most people want him to be impeached, but there are very little people in the United States right now who support him. The reasons why Donald Trump is an example is because he has lots of money, but does not have that much respect as a president because of his actions of starting World War III and other many controversies that have involved him. It causes people not to like him very much. Another example of prestige could be jobs. So if someone's job gives them a level of respect from others, such as a surgeon who can do surgery to save someone's life, earns automatic high respect from society, such as someone as a janitor who does not receive that much respect because others around think that their job is only to clean, making them not high status as a surgeon. Celebrities, such is also an example of prestige. Some celebrities are known, very known to the public, and they can be well respected, which can lead to others wanting to have the same mindset and respecting them in a way that they idolize them, and they can trust them. But also there are other celebrities where they have a high status ranking, as everyone knows them, and they could have lots of money, but not everybody respects them for the things that they have done, such as problematic things that they could have done in their career. So those are the things about prestige that we believe can affect someone's life. Prestige is a major social concept because of its effective influence over high quality life. Besides power and property, it provides numerous of benefits like education, power, and health. Now my partner Desiree will be explaining Max Weber's view on prestige and his theory about prestige and the social stratification and how that can affect someone's life.
Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Max Weber's work, and I'm going to quote him and his ideas on prestige. So, the distribution of power within the political community, class, status, and party by Max Weber. I'm going to be using that. So basically, he explains how social inequality is split into the three P's, which are power, property, and prestige. With power being the economic wealth and resources, power being the ability to influence others' decisions politically or socially, and prestige being the amount of respect and honor someone receives in society. So Weber believes that the three P's shape a person's life chances, like their opportunities to employment, to healthcare, to education, and to wealth, and which improves their quality of life, or better access to better essentials, which are all shaped by the three P's. I'm gonna quote him right here. Um, mere economic power is by no means a recognized basis of social honor, which basically means that having money doesn't mean you're automatically respected, and that being wealthy doesn't mean you're admired or respected in society automatically. Weber describes prestige on how society values certain occupations, professions, lifestyles, and achievements. For example, doctors, judges, and professors, they have higher prestige because of their work, because of how society views their work, and that's important and honorable. And it makes them trustworthy and has more influence, which is basically they're admired or respected by their community. So Weber talks about how prestige leads to advantages. I'm going to quote him again right here. Social honor or prestige may even be the basis of power, which basically means that if someone is highly respected, they have more opportunities to careers, they have more opportunities to leadership positions, and they have more influence on their community. Okay, going back to Weber's theory, both power and property are both equally important into shaping a person's life chance, with property being wealth and resources, which is basically like money and ownership, like a business. With power being the ability to influence decisions politically, socially, which is basically like authority. So like someone could have wealth, but they don't have political influence. Positions of authority. It allows them to make important decisions, but they won't have like wealth. Okay, so both are very, very effective into someone's quality of life. Like people with wealth have better access to healthcare, to housing, to education. Whereas people with power, um, they can influence policies, organizations in ways that could benefit them and their community. So we think prestige is the most important factor because it shapes how individuals are viewed and treated by society, with prestige being respect and social honor, and based on their profession and achievements and reputation. I'm gonna quote him the same quote from earlier. Social honor or prestige may even be the basis of economic power, which basically means if you have high prestige, you have more access or opportunities to you just have more opportunities and more influence and more wealth, which is basically prestige being a, a way to get both property and power. So basically, prestige can shape a person's life chance, and just overall their quality of life.